Hi, everybody. My name is Lydia. I am the founder of After the Pour, which is a candle line that I created and was inspired to create due to my own personal struggles that I'm still working through. I am a full time mom, currently a part time student, and I work a full time job, which I actually enjoy. But I had dreams outside of that full time job that I am now pursuing. So, a little bit about After the Pour. After the Pour was created with a lot of intention behind it. The intention was that I wanted to create something that reminded women like me who are full time moms, have full time careers, have families, that it is okay to take a minute to yourself. It is okay to take a break. It is okay to want space from your kids, no matter how much you love them. It is okay to take a minute for yourself to reflect and just be with yourself in thought. And I think most of us sometimes find there's a guilt that comes with that. And there shouldn't be because we're human too. And I think as women and as mothers who are raising kids and wanting the best for them, we tend to forget about ourselves in the process. So I wanted to create something that would remind us that this is a moment for me. And it's okay for you to have that moment to yourself. After the Pour is about self reflection and growing and being in the moment. And no matter what that moment looks like, at least you're facing it. You're staying in it. It's not something that is just passing you by, or that, yes, it's in the back of your mind, but you don't allow it to come to the forefront so you don't have to deal with it. And I think a lot of the times we put ourselves on the back burner because everybody else's problems come first and we forget about ourselves. And before you know it, so much time has passed and your kids are now grown up, and all the things and all the dreams and all the aspirations that you had, or the trauma that you haven't really dealt with it. You've basically allowed it to, you kind of swept it under the rug. You don't pay any attention to it. Yes, it may come up in your daily life and some things may trigger you, but a lot of the times we don't take the time or take the moment to really be honest with ourselves. And for me, I'm still growing and I'm still learning, and that is something that I struggle with. And over, I would say, the last 3 to 4 years, I just basically did everything: school, work, raising a little boy, and being a single mom and doing it on my own. And I'm constantly on the go. I sometimes forget that, hey, I need to take a moment for me. I'm human. I need a break also. And with this, I decided I'm learning now, and I've decided that I'm no longer going to carry the guilt of wanting to have a break. I no longer want to be, I would say, like the strong woman who just is always on the go and she doesn't take a break and she deals with everything and everything is okay. And yes, things hurt, but we don't take the time to acknowledge them or acknowledge our feelings. We kind of brush them under the rug and act like we don't have time for it. Well, that's not fair to us. It hasn't been fair to us for a long time. And I wanted to create something that is intentional so that after a long day of work or a long day with your kids, no matter what it is, when you light this candle and you smell the aroma, it brings you to a place of peace. It gives you a moment of silence where you can be with yourself and you can have that moment where your thoughts, you can hear yourself talk and you can hear your own thoughts and you can process your own feelings, but at least you're starting somewhere. It's not just I'm on the go and I don't matter and my kids come first. Yes, you love your family. Yes, you love your kids, but you are also important. You also matter and your feelings are also very valid. And I've had to learn to acknowledge my own feelings and acknowledge when I am tired and acknowledge that I have had trauma over the years that I have not addressed and the way I operate and the things I do and just constantly on the go and not giving myself time to acknowledge any of it has taken its toll. And this is something that I decided I'm going to do for myself, and I am not a very outgoing person. I am very to myself. So this is actually something that is going to hopefully break me out of my shell and allow me to be honest. And a lot of times a lot of us are not honest with ourselves that we're going through things or we don't take a moment. So, with After the Pour, I hope that with every candle and every aroma that I create, that each of you and everyone who gets to experience it, you use that candle and take a moment for yourself, no matter what time of day it is, whether it is after work, you walking around the house, you cleaning. It's something that I want to bring you joy and bring you a sense of peace and remind you that you are worth it and you deserve you deserve success, you deserve happiness, you deserve a break. You don't have to be superwoman. And I hope that each and every one of you who do decide to purchase the candle really take the time to love on yourself and come to terms with whatever you're dealing with. Progress is not pretty. Growth is not always pretty. It is not always just go, go, go. But I hope this candle allows you to start somewhere and it brings a little bit of light and joy to your life.